Ravens flock, man. Ravens Nation, flock nation, man. What's good? What's good? Feel me? Back at it again. It's been a minute, purposely, unintentionally, uh, purposefully. You feel me? If I ain't already saying. But yeah, man. There's a lot to cover. All in one video. If I can do it, then we rockin'. If I can't, so be it. I ain't gonna make no part drama series to this shit. This is just covering landscape, what we need, planting seeds, putting in water, and just waiting for the harvest. But I gotta talk about a lot of stuff that's been going on. I'm trying to figure out what I want to start with. Let's talk about the running back situation. Matter of fact, let me get to my shout outs first. Shouts out to Ravens over everything. Shouts out to Flock and Ravens. Shouts out to my dog Fresh Life. Shouts out to No Pad, No Pencil Sports. My dog Fred. My dog Tyrod Caldwell. My dog Raekwon, man. Shit. The homie Andre. Damn, man. Just so many 100 people along the way, man. So shouts out to y'all, man. My dog Abdi Hassan, man. One of my first subs, man. For real. Like, moving past the Super Bowl, moving past the AFC Championship, just being straight up 100 real reality of the scenario, the situations, my feelings aside, if I'm going to keep it 100, this is what I'm coming with this video, right? So the running back situation, I see a lot of people clamoring for Derrick Henry. I see a lot of people wanting Saquon Barkley. I feel a lot of people just in general very enthusiastic over the running back situation. The way I look at it, there's very few ways Ravens can go with this, right? Either you start all over in regards to the running back scenario. Either you start all over with a new system, not a new system, but a player getting acquired to a new system. The chemistry situation, the elements are there. So one way I can see it going is staying homegrown, because I see that nobody is I don't understand why Gus is treated the way he is. It's crazy, but I'm not surprised because that's how it's been for him. But little fun fact, he has more touchdowns last season than Derrick Henry, if I'm not mistaken. He had more touchdowns than Saquon Barkley. And aside from the ACL tear, which who all knows what happened that year, but aside from his one injury that year, Gus has always been available, and he's been with Lamar since. I don't feel the need to move on from Gus. I don't think Gus is going to ask for a shit ton of money based off of what he's been able to do. Of course, he would like to be paid accordingly, I'm sure. But I don't see Gus that type of person to just say, I don't know. I just feel our odds to look within and make a decision, a logical decision. I think it favors a situation like where you can bring Gus back and then you can shop for somebody else in another role. I don't have all my eggs in a basket when it comes to Keaton Mitchell. Shouts out to Keaton Mitchell because he was able to be explosive when he was on the field. You know, he was able to make use of his time on the field. You know what I'm saying? Minus the injury. But I don't expect him to just come right in right away on a off of an injury and be the main guy. So I can see us keeping Gus, and again, then having another option for it to be there. But this is also the element for the running back situation in regards to Derrick Henry. Where is Derrick Henry mindset right now? Is he of the mindset of, you know, I don't mind taking a back seat? I don't mind not being the main guy. If that's his mindset, then we might have a chance to get him. But I just don't see it going the way he would like it to go. Because if you go look at Derrick Henry's history, he's gotten a good bit of seasons with over 200 yards. And kudos to him. He had 1,000-yard season still last season. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if Derrick Henry is going to be accepting of that role. And again, if he is, great situation for us. I don't mind it being Gus, Derrick Henry, goddamn Keaton Mitchell, and we can rotate like that. That would be the perfect scenario in my mind. Or, now that's one situation. Or it can go again, you disband, like break up the whole situation with the running backs. I don't know where JK is at. If we aren't able to get Gus to what he wants in regards to, if we aren't in the same ballpark as far as money, I don't mind letting go of Gus and letting him find better elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, then I can see JK coming back into the mix. If JK's willing to prove himself, I don't mind paying him a 1-year deal and seeing what he can do. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that at all. Or picking up his option year, it wouldn't bother me. But if he's just up in arms still about what's happened in the past, then I completely understand that too. But yeah, that's the other situation I can see it going. And then, and only then, can I see us being all in on something like Derrick Henry. I still wouldn't include him as RB1. Like, I just feel like it's too much focus on Derrick Henry at that point. But then again, it goes back to what role is he willing to accept? You know what I'm saying? If wide receivers got to be compromised, we've seen it. I'm sure the running backs are going to be compromised. We've seen it. Yeah, it's very interesting when it comes to the running back situation, but I'm not too concerned with it. My biggest concern goes to the wide receiver situation. I didn't speak about it. Nelson Aguilar, he coming back to the team. I'm not too concerned of what the numbers are. He had bright moments this season, last season. Was I impressed? No. But he played his role. You know, but what bothers me about this is, right, I feel like we got the same amount of production from fucking Demarcus Robinson, and we cast him away like we didn't need him. Yet we're gonna hold on to Nelson Aguilar. And I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm really not. But I really don't understand that. Like I don't. Demarcus Robinson was pretty solid for us. If we were gonna turn that page of saying, you know what, we don't want just solid, we want great, I don't understand why we keep an Aguilar. But again, you know, he had a somewhat productive season. I would choose him in any scenario over Willie Snead. I think he's better than a Michael Crabtree, if that means anything. But still puzzling to me why they did that. I hear a lot of fans still clamoring for Bateman, still applauding Bateman, still waiting on the production of Bateman. Whether I feel Bateman isn't good, that's neither here nor there. But I want to be fair in my assessments every time I'm on this motherfucker talking. It boggles my mind how we immediately cast away, and I'm all for it, but we had no problem dismissing Miles Boykins, even though there were some channels that was still waiting for the arrival of Miles Boykin. I'm not going to say the channel's name, but that's what was going on. And for whatever reason, as of recently, I remember one of the wide receivers that I physically saw with my own two eyes play football in college. Yes, it was a small college, but I sat there and seen it. I witnessed it. I seen dude get open consistently. I seen dude snatch the ball out the air, touchdown on people way taller than him. And for whatever reason, when he came to the Ravens, it didn't happen as much. It happened in the preseasons, but then they turned around and said preseasons don't matter, right? And then fast forward, you got somebody like a Keaton Mitchell who was showing off in the preseason. People said it didn't matter, but he was able to do it in the game. No, my dog wasn't able to do it in the game. I'm sure he would have liked to do it in the game. Anybody would have liked to do it in the game as a wide receiver. But I'm just saying, from what I've seen, I didn't appreciate how my dog Prochet exit was out of Baltimore. People gave him a lot of shit. People gave him a lot of shit. But for whatever reason, all of a sudden, for Bateman though, everybody empathized. Everybody understanding. Everybody being patient. Then it came up with stats talking about he was the main wide receiver to get open, but didn't get targeted, and then they'll blame the OC. Why nobody want to blame Lamar? This shit I be talking about. It don't matter who the fuck you is. I love my team because I'm a Ravens fan. If I see some bullshit going on, that's just what it is. We gonna talk about it. And I see some bullshit going on with how y'all assessing Bateman. He a grown ass motherfucking man. He ain't producing. And then this crazy niggas got amnesia. EDC sat on the stage before Hollywood would go look it up. EDC was on the stage before Hollywood Brown got traded and said Hollywood is in our future plans. Let me know if I'm lying. So just because John sit there and said we got more targets for Bateman, what the fuck do that mean? Lamar called him wide receiver 1 last season. Was he wide receiver 1 last season? The fuck are y'all talking about, man? Like, y'all niggas be so motherfucking fanned out and don't even, like, really want to call shit for what it is. Honestly, on some real shit, I'm not even giving my feelings. I'm just talking straight facts right now. Hold up, let me stop right here, because niggas pulled up on me yesterday with them lights, them blue and white, red lights and shit. Out of fucking nowhere, talking about I blew past the stop sign. Nigga, what? But he was cool, so I ain't gonna trip. I ain't gonna talk about that too much. He was cool. He was cool. Oh, he was cool. He ain't give me no ticket. But yeah, I done went off on some other shit. But yeah, man, if we're gonna call out other wide receivers for not producing or not showing up when it's time, I've even called Mark Andrews out. We need to call Bateman out. He's not showing up, yo. And to keep it 100 with you, Bateman, bro, it's in your best interest to ask for a trade. You honestly think you gonna get a 1,000-yard season out of us? Like, let's keep it 100. Speaking of, y'all think if I was all for Mike Evans coming to goddamn, shouts out the Ravens over everything, because he said this in his video. I was all for Mike Evans coming to the Baltimore Ravens. I said this before the season started. I said this before we got Odell Beckham. I wanted him over Odell Beckham. Main reason, because we had Todd Monken. And one of Mike Evans' best seasons came with Todd Monken. But I have my doubts about Mike Evans still getting a 1,000-yard season once he comes to us. Hollywood was able to do it, but as we've seen, it was forced from Lamar. 146 targets, nigga, that's forced from Greg Roman. You feel me? And Hollywood still was dropping shit. But above all, we have a concern, a major concern with the wide receiver situation. People, I'm not going to keep talking about each and every offensive coordinator that fucks up. There's no room for that. Either we talking about John or we talking about Lamar. But the glaring thing right now is John. We just had a goddamn report card. What do they call that shit? Performance evaluation. We just had a motherfucking performance evaluation on the Ravens. Here we go yet again. People making excuses. And be honest with you, I know it's some kiss asses up in that motherfucker, okay? Because how John Harbaugh ended up with a B, was it a B minus? Is laughable. Who the fuck was being nice? Keep it 100, man. But everybody was, people in the comments, y'all weird as shit. Not y'all in my comments and shit. I fuck with y'all. But people in the comments was like, I don't like the idea. On other channels I said, I don't like the anonymous thing. Be honest, tell yourself. I'm like, who the fuck, what? Why you gotta do all that? You must be a coach on a what they call that shit? A burner page, bitch. What the hell are you talking about? They need to come out and just say it. I wish they gave employees the opportunity to give report cards to fucking management. Because every time I've said something or made a complaint about management that I've came across, bitch, I was one step closer to being fired. That's how they get down. So why come out and expose yourself and say something like that? Like, come on, yo. Like, people be so gun-ho to just leap out there with their opinion and never really digest the situation or what goes on. But either way, we all know John Harbaugh is the problem right now. I feel like he could say whatever he want and we still gonna hang on to his every last word when he literally be playing mind games with y'all. I didn't see that. I seen it when we had Greg Roman. I've been said y'all letting John Harbaugh fool y'all just because he smiled great, give Malcolm X quotes, don't mean this motherfucker is a good person, yo. We gotta wake the fuck up, man. Smell the coffee. I don't even drink coffee. Smell the shit, the bullshit. If we gonna be a great motherfucking team, we need great motherfucking players. Bateman, I just don't see it. That ain't to say he can't be productive elsewhere, but I just don't see it. Marquez Valdes-Scantling was on Green Bay Packers with one of the greatest QBs, they say, of all time. Where did he go? To the Chiefs. Marquez Valdes-Scantling won, what, 2 Super Bowls with the Chiefs? Guess what? Marquez Valdes-Scantling is out of motherfucking Kansas City. And another thing, Kansas City Chiefs literally had damn near no wide receivers that you can be scared of. Shouts out to Rashee Rice, which I've been said we should have drafted, but you niggas so simple-minded. Another player I literally sat and watched. Y'all niggas so simple-minded. Swear y'all know everything. Don't do no research. Fucking throat dry and shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, don't do no research. Like, come on, man. We better not fuck it up in the draft this year, yo. We better not fuck up in the draft this year. I better see an offensive lineman. I better see a left tackle. I better see Morgan Moses back, because it ain't gonna hurt us to not have him. I better see Madubuike back. Matter of fact, I feel like Madubuike already back. But that's another situation. Marlon Humphrey needed to get cut or traded. I don't give a fuck. Another grown-ass man talking about Drake video. My nigga, are you crazy? You got a whole family, my nigga. What the fuck? Come on, bro. Like, I'm just tired of the Like, you don't gotta be football 24/7, but I'm not with all that goofy shit though either. You know, like let's just do away while he has stock right now, yo. Trying to think what else we need to get into, man. They got a new staff right now. Nobody knows much about them. I seen one was from Michigan. They said one was from Chicago and it was able to help coach Roquan, but I take nothing away from that conference meeting that they had. I listened to it. I take nothing from it. It's nothing new to me. I don't feel like there's hope still. There's nothing to really for me to go into off of that. But again, this is why I don't care to look too much into what he said, talking about John. Bateman's going to be more included in the offense. I was confused when he said Lamar still needed to help build the car, whatever the hell he was talking about. And y'all still believe in him talking about Bateman is going to take a big step. I'm sorry. Let me just break this down for y'all. If you in a 3 to 4 year relationship, there's no way in the world you could be that deep in and not have a true connection and in this regard on the field already. I sat there and watched Lamar do the same thing when Prochet was on the field. And this ain't listen to me. Just because I say shit a certain way, that don't take away from whatever facts I'm saying. I'm just passionate about giving my takes. So I'm not taking nothing away from these two individuals as a person, nothing like that. I'm just stating what I seen on the football field. I've literally seen Lamar do the exact same thing to motherfucking Prochet. I've sat there and watched Lamar do this exact same thing to other wide receivers that was on the field. And instead of going to who was open, he goes to whoever he's comfortable with. I've seen him do this, and I've said this on my channel several times. Nobody doubled down and sit there and said, I see what you see, dog. Now y'all seeing what I was saying. Now y'all see what I was saying. There's no true connection between Bateman and Lamar. It's not going to happen. If all our wide receivers have to be among the selection of Lamar, it doesn't matter who is on the field. He has to be comfortable to throw to them. We don't need no star wide receiver. I'm going to say this again. If it comes down to who Lamar is comfortable with on the field, we don't need no star wide receiver because we just wasting money. This is what I'm coming to realization of. We're wasting money by doing that. I understand exactly what the move for OBJ was. It was for all three sides. It was to help the Ravens grow their fan base. It was for Lamar to help grow his fan base. It was for OBJ to help get his money. Everybody was happy. I'm cool with that. I'm just saying, in the end, We're still looking for results on the field. Whether the shit is rigged or not, that's another conversation. But regardless, y'all could at least put it up in the script for OBJ to have more stats than what the fuck he did. Because now I don't want to invest nothing high into no fucking wide receiver. Now I see why Ozzy was doing that for so long. Now I see why EDC does that now. Because you overspend and don't get the production, whether it's from Lamar not choosing to throw, whether it's for the wide receiver because he's of certain age, whether it's because of the OC is not drawing up plays to get him in line to catch the ball. I don't know, don't care. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, we're looking for production, and there's no guarantee. Just because you pay somebody a shit ton of money doesn't mean you're going to get production from them. So our best bet is to go through the draft. We have no other option. I don't mind if Vikings willing to give up Justin Jefferson for anyone on the offensive side of the ball, minus Lamar, of course. I'm all for it. That includes Andrews. And I'm going to say something about Andrews too. But that includes Andrews. If we're able to get Justin Jefferson. I think we have enough capital to trade for Brandon Ayuk. I have no problem with getting Brandon Ayuk. Ravens over everything. I was literally, my next video, which is now, I was literally going to talk about Brandon Ayuk. I've been saying it in the comments to certain motherfuckers. Already was feeling this way. Already was feeling this way, man. Trade for Brandon Ayuk. Solid wide receiver. He gonna pass block, all that. You feel me? Yeah, he gonna pass block, all that. But unless it's a logic or reasonable trade, I don't see the reason in overpaying for any wide receiver. I just don't see it working out for us. Whether the elements, again, Lamar, John, or OC, it don't matter. I'm just saying it's not prospering how it's supposed to be right now under this umbrella that is the Raven. Like, it's not doing what it need to do. So I wouldn't do that. As bad as I want Mike Evans, I'm not paying Mike Evans anything close to what we pay OBJ. I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it. That's newfound. Last year, I would have been all for it. Right now, I'm not with it, yo. I'm not with it. And I had my own personal reasons, but I'm just going off of reality of the situation. Yeah, so back to the draft. Offensive lineman, left tackle, preferably somebody from Georgia. Definitely a wide receiver, possibly two. If we can trade up, fuck, I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, I'd trade the fuck out of Humphrey, yo. I swear I would. And get rid of Stanley. I'm trading Stanley too. I don't give a damn. Like, well, whoever we can trade for draft picks, get rid of them, yo. I don't care at this point. I really don't. I already have my picks and who I want. Kyle Hamilton's not going nowhere. Roquan isn't going anywhere. I'm not a huge fan of Roquan like that. Like, I'm not his number one fan or nothing like that, but still, Roquan's not going nowhere, of course, based off the contract. Um, cornerback situation. We empty at cornerback pretty much. I'm letting Brandon Stevens walk. I'm not working out no deal with him like that. I'm just not of that state of mind right now. He played great though. He played great. But I'm not paying nobody that ain't proven consistency to me. I'm not doing it. At least within. I already told y'all my piece about the wide receiver situation. I think those are our main holes. Cornerback, offensive line, and just on a few spots, left tackle because of Ronnie Stanley. And I don't know what we're doing with John Simpson. If we can't retain him, I'm definitely getting another interior lineman. But definitely we got to secure that left tackle spot. Cornerback again, and wide receiver, of course. And again, if we could trade up, I'm doing it. But if we can trade anybody and get another draft pick, whether in the first or second round, I'm going 2 wide receivers back to back. I don't give a fuck. And it's of my choosing. A lot of people, for whatever reason, got their panties in a fucking bunch because John Harbaugh said they didn't help develop around Lamar. They're going to help develop more around Lamar. First off, we got to be honest here, yo. I've already said this so many times in my videos. Who drafted Hollywood Brown over A.J. Brown? That was not no franchise move. I honestly think they asked Lamar what he wanted, and that's who he wanted. That's neither here nor there. I'm just bringing that up because it happened, and nobody takes that into account. So no matter how you want to sit there and say Hollywood wasn't good, Hollywood was this, Hollywood was that, we only had him because we were trying to make Lamar happy. I'm 1,000% sure. Because even back then, I don't care what was going on. If you watch college football, A.J. Brown was a more dominant wide receiver. It still shows improved right now. So I'm not taking nobody's consideration other than my own. I'm going into the draft getting the wide receivers that I think will help this team. I think that's pretty much all that I wanted to talk about. Oh, brief thing on the Zay Flowers situation. You gotta chill. You gotta chill. I don't know what the truth is, what isn't. I just know, bro, you gotta chill. Stay away from not even situations. It's easier said than done. Bro, I've had my share, so I'm not talking in any type of condescending way. I'm just saying, bro, whatever type you into, be careful, bro. You feel me? Like, that's wild. I don't know what truly happened, but I'm just glad you aren't in any trouble in reality of the situation. Now, as far as Roger Goodell and shit, I still think they're going to give a suspension, but who knows? We'll wait to see what happens. But, yeah, that was one situation. I'm going to need everybody else, though, this off season to please stay safe. Please be careful while y'all out, man. Don't nothing good happen after certain hours of the night. So be mindful of that, you guys. Please be careful, man, because I don't need no more tragic stories happening Rest in peace, Jalen Ferguson. Rest in peace, Trey Walker. Rest in peace to my cousin too. I think that that time frame has already happened, but still, man, y'all be safe out there, man. Y'all protect yourself, protect y'all peace, protect y'all energy, man. You feel me? It was good rapping with y'all, Ravens Flock, Ravens Nation. It's been a minute, man. I don't know when another one is coming. We don't have much to talk about in regards to the team as much, but I figure enough time has passed, and there are things to talk about, and that's what y'all got today. I really wish I was able to go into detail with some of the things today, but overall, those are still my viewpoints. So shouts out to y'all if y'all made it this far, man. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all, man. Ravens Flock, Ravens Nation, man. I'm out. I'll holler at y'all in the next one, man.